here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and flatter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight we are back to football. It's the Thursday opener for 2024, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Jets. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground, Hall. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Hey, 88.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Second and 7. Rodgers going to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Completes it to Hardman. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with Hall. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Yeah, 300. Back north. Zoom. Inside.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on third down, it lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. On the option, here's Eckler. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Running on first down, Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 25 yards to the house, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Breaks through the contact. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground. On
play action, now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. In motion left, Hardman. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Nicole Hardman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to move back in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They go play action with Jackson on the move to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, 626.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Third down and 6. To throw is Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson now. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
3rd down and 13.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fighting through. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
They run it with Hall off the option.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
On the draw, it's Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Second and 9.
Kelly, don't left Kelly.
Ball again on second down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
The 71 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
They'll run with Hall.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. His pass caught with the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his right.
Going across the formation, he finds Fryermuth.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
On the counter, it's Hall.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
So instead of giving them another chance on third down, they're going to decline the penalty and force a decision on 4th down.
The kick by Gould is good. So
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Jackson throwing once more. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. Jackson. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Lamar changing the look. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Now Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 13 yards out. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Ball has it knocked loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Option play, here's Hall.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
3rd and 9 here.
To throw is Rodgers.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, my goodness. He had his tight end running free down the middle. I think maybe if you don't try to go for the home run ball and just kind of get it to him, just put it on him, this play will work out. But he led him too much, and that's a tough incompletion to handle.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Jet 300. Jet 300. Jet. Next one. Inside.
Rodgers to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
This is 1st and 10. On the option, here's Eckler.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Fourth down, here's Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. Down the left sideline. Now he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play. They put points on the board for their team.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Quinton Williams now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for the Jets,